is.
What's
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. What's going on, Vic?
Oh, it's a good day.
It's a good day.
Good, nice, fresh, more than fresh day. In LA, once it gets under 70,
Mm-hmm.
it's chilly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
welcome back to the U Experience on a chilly day.
I'm pretty nice and cozied up.
Yeah,
be
you look
honest.
very cozy.
You know, that's how I went to class, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never gone like that to school, but
Yeah.
today I did. I didn't care. I was cozied up, taking notes, looking like a little gingerbread. You know, like I felt like I had a hot chocolate this morning. I took it to school. I'm ready, baby.
Okay. Hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a good way to start. I like hot chocolate on a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about it. It's magical.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a really much of a coffee person, unless it's black coffee, and like good coffee, like your coffee. Your coffee is great. I can't.
I really like that.
Yeah. I wish you continued it.
not-
You know.
Well, I mean, the production's starting now, so I might. I'm taking a little trip to go visit the farm, so
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see how the coffee production's
Yeah,
doing.
look at you, man, businessman over here.
We're going to.
I like
see.
that. I like that.
You gotta have your hand in some things.
Yeah.
You know, and I think over time,
Fair enough.
hopefully we can share with everybody how to get into something.
Something. Get into something. You
Something.
got to do a little something. You got to add a little spice to your life. But yeah, welcome back. Good, Vic. It's always good to see you, man.
It's always good to be seen.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Just kidding. It's good to see you, Nate.
I kind of want to just share our last podcast that we did,
Okay.
which was your interview, basically. So much
Interview or interrogation? Which one was it? Tell me where they're at.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, it was a good little interview there. Very enjoyable.
A lot of positive feedback off that one. A lot
Amazing.
of positive feedback. And someone texted me and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm watching your pod,
Mm.
and I like this one a lot. It's probably
Mhm.
my favorite
Mm.
episode as of late." And I knew something was different with that one.
Mhm.
Something felt different.
Okay.
So I texted him like, "Let me give you a call back. I'm busy right now, but we'll talk about it because I want to talk about it."
Mhm.
So I called him up. We started talking. We started, before. I didn't jump straight into. So tell me why. It was more like catching up because, again, I really don't talk to a lot of people like that anymore. It's really I got stuff going on. So when I do have moments to talk, I like it. They mean more than
Mhm.
I rather talk to, like, let's say you. I rather talk to you once a week, but that one call is
It's impactful.
impactful
Going
than
back
like
to impact. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So we had this phone call, and we caught up a little bit. We were talking, and he told me the reason. I told him, I wonder why it's an impactful or why it was a good podcast. Like why? And he said it had to do with vulnerability.
Mm.
You're quite vulnerable
Mm.
in a stage like this, right? You opened up. You talked stories that I never even heard, and I'm pretty close to you. And like the fact that you were able to do that on this stage showed a lot. And kind of going back to the story that I told of my Universal
Your
story,
Yeah. Right.
because I haven't even told my dad that yet.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to tell everyone, it went back to that with you. Like you told everyone who watches it.
Everyone.
Like everyone has access to
Everyone in the perpetuity of life.
that. Yeah. So he was just telling me it was like that. People want to hear that realness, that raw, that genuine. That they don't hear that no more. People don't want to hear the struggles. People don't want to hear, but like people don't hear.
Don't share.
Don't share.
their struggles.
Yeah, don't
to where
share.
they started to where they're.
Yeah, like none of
Yeah.
that. So when I was thinking about that, I'm like, man, you're so right. Which is why like I wanted to, because speaking on today's episode or today's like pod, it's gonna be about gratitude.
Gratitude.
I wanted to share. It ties up to with that because I wanted to tell you like I am very grateful. So gratitude is like being grateful. Yeah,
Being grateful.
grateful.
Having sort of, maybe we look up the definition.
So,
as a
go
matter
ahead.
of fact.
While you do that, I'm
don't
gonna.
have my.
Oh, all right. Yo, can
so-
you search that up real quick?
Yeah.
Kidding.
Alfred, can you check the?
Like this space here gives me a voice. Like I have a voice.
Yeah.
And that feels so good to be able to share that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that a lot, like just very grateful for you again giving me the opportunity to just share my voice. It's like amazing. It's an amazing feeling. So
Yeah, it's amazing.
yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear, and you know, my goal has always been to, as I grew up and I went through my learning experiences of life, and you know, being, you know, obviously there's been some time since I've been your age, because I'm only 21, so I haven't gotten there yet. I don't know what it is like.
Yeah.
But you know, it's over time you kind of realize that, you know, it's nice to have somebody who's kind of there to guide you to the speed bumps of life, because everything's a speed bump. It's not something that can end you unless it's something that can end you.
Yeah.
But it's how do you get somebody closer to their purpose, to their calling? How do you get somebody closer? You know, push them in the direction that's beneficial for them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of been how I've approached my learning, how I approach my speed bumps of life, is to see. It's like, okay, I went through that speed bump. Does somebody want to learn from that lecture, from that lesson? And if so, how do you give it in a way where it's easy to understand?
So I just wanted to share that. Thank you all again for that bunch of great comments, Gary. People posting us, you know, reposting us, watching it. So again, it's just the love that we receive from this, like just creating this, and then in return, we're getting love and all that. Like it's no amount of dollars can buy that. You know, that feeling of just, man, we're doing it.
Yeah,
we're doing
something.
it.
It's something that, well, at least for me, it's very purposeful to see those, or hear from you. You know, a lot of those comments and the feedback that you get, because you get most of it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's nice to hear. It's definitely a good feeling to feel that, to know that somebody else is impacted by it, and somebody else is seeing some value out of it. So, you know, and I'm grateful for the fact that, you know, you're doing a lot and you're enjoying this, and the fact that, you know, we got to meet is kind of and I always like to say, is like a seismic event.
Yeah.
You know, where two forces meet.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that, and I think that everybody in the world has that. You have the other person, or you have multiple. There could be multiple people, because everybody's got that spark. Everybody's got a spark of the divine. So when you begin to look at life in a way where it's, where do you find that other spark that lights you up? You pursue that, and if you're doing it on purpose, and it's something that just charges your being up, it's just a completely different story. It's just it creates this energy that is able to shift the dynamics of reality.
Yeah. So it's quite
in another way.
it's quite amazing. It's honestly just cool to see. Like, I just feel very purposeful, man. I feel very purposeful and grateful for that. Grateful for I have a stage, I have a platform to do that, to feel present, to feel purposeful, to make change. And that's why, like, this, I feel like a big reason why we got the most points in that presentation of that college, that of our research. It's because it's an impactful one. It's a pretty impactful one. It's like, you know, literacy. I think literacy is important. Being able to read and write, and being able to pick up a book, a physical book, and whatnot, and just like the importance of that, because what it has done for me, it's amazing. So
night and day.
Yeah, it's night and day for sure. So the fact that, like, we're going to the next stage, I just got an email too about so we're gonna be meeting in like an auditorium. It's gonna be a big auditorium. It's gonna be a big, like,
you're gonna be practicing your public speaking skills.
I'm not afraid. I'm not sure. I'm not.
No, you're not afraid of the weedy.
I'm ready. I'm about to pull up looking good too. Nice little fit on. Just present, and, like, again, I'm not in it for the money. I'm really just in it just to see how far I can go when I put my mind to something, you know? Like, the fact that I'm going to school is already one thing, and then the fact that this was a project, and, like, you know, there's levels, like, you can advance and whatnot. The fact that, like, I made it there, I'm like, why? Of course with me, you know? Like, of course. I don't know. It's just very grateful for the life that I have, very grateful for the way my mind is, how it was made and whatnot, like how it's molded and stuff into who I am today. So He's
Okay,
very grateful for that.
people on Nate's team, you heard it here today. He doesn't care about the money, so his piece he's got to give to me. So when you guys win the ultimate pot, just make sure you cut him out and give it to me.
But a nice little comma would look good in the check, you know. It would be nice sitting in the cuenta.
Yeah, if you see us at the Strand,
If you see us eating good, you know
that Nate's paying his dues.
It's a good one. It's a good. All right,
So-
but that was kind of the intro. I think you wanted to start off with some cards. I think we implement that a little bit.
We got good feedback, like you said. We got good feedback on that, and I like the Socratic method, where it's about asking questions, and that's really how. And I think we mentioned it in the last pod, was that he who's guiding the conversation is the one that's asking the questions.
Yeah.
Right. So and I think that's very, very, and that's the best way to get into it and truly find those deep connections and those deep networks of thought.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna start it off with a few questions.
All right.
And
Let's do
we'll
it,
go
man.
from
Let's
there.
do it. Yeah, let's
do
do
you
it.
wanna go first or?
Yeah, let me. I didn't ask you, so pass them over here,
All right.
sir. Give me that. Let's see right here. What is your social? No, I'm kidding. All right. Oh, why did I? I think I'm gonna ask you this one.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm gonna ask you this one. Prepare yourself. You know what? Hold on. Before we ask.
Yeah, pour us up a little bit.
Yeah.
'cause
My fault. No. Don't look. Don't look. Put it down.
I
Face
just
that.
don't like that you
Hey,
didn't put them
don't-
in order.
Don't touch.
You know me and my OCD
I'm pretty
I like things in order.
I'm OCD too. I have, when it comes to my money with cash.
Yeah,
I
well,
they all have to be facing the same way, and the money has to be in order. Come on now.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Damn,
I
I'm over
guess.
here splashing. My bad, man.
we're gonna have to put you in school for that too.
Thank you, Saratoga. Appreciate you. All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna cheers to you being vulnerable and sharing some of your
Cheers.
stories.
And Brene Brown has a book called Power of Vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
They've recommended that I watch it, that I read it,
Yeah.
and one day I will.
I think you should.
One day I will.
I think you should, because you are very
I hear it's a good book. It's got
again,
great reviews.
you're
so
very Batman-like. You know.
very enigmatic.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're the word that
Enigmatic.
you're- yeah,
Enigmatic. Okay.
something that is mysterious.
I like that
don't
word.
talk about myself much.
Yeah. Which
know,
is, I mean, again, it's okay, but at the same time, there's also power in
Sure,
being
sure.
vulnerable.
And and I'm willing to share my story if it's going to help somebody out.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right, dude.
What is it?
This is a good question.
What is it going to be?
It says, do you remember a moment when you realized that you loved your job? And when was the last time you hated your job? Yeah. That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed. Because I knew.
I've loved my job every single time because, for a lot of the people that are out there, oye mi gente, I've ran different operations for a very long time. So I've been in management for a very long time. So I've gotten to see a lot of different kind of faces, a lot of different kinds of people, a lot of different forms of thought. But one thing in common that everything has is that we all care about something. We all love somebody. We all have dreams. We all have hopes. We all have plans. That's all the same. And I think that's the one core principle that I want all of us to really, especially our tribe here and the U experiences, is I want you to realize is that just stay open-minded to the different creeds and different peoples and different thoughts and all that stuff. Because ultimately the one thing that our soul craves is the same thing, right? It's to belong, to find safe keeping and all that stuff. So for me, that's really what does it. It's the connection that I have with every single one of my my employees and all the people that I've worked with and the people that have gone beyond that to be more like you, more people that ask for my advice, they seek my advice, they look forward to the things I got to say.
Yeah.
Because again, when I give it from the purest place that I can find, right? Because ultimately what I want is for you to leave a place better. Well, after speaking with me, leave it better than you were before you went with me.
Yeah.
So seeing that has always been why I enjoy my job. is being able to do that, being able to impact in that way. And I've worked with a lot of older people, a lot of younger people, and it's always transformative to see, like, hey, thanks to the advice you did, this changed for me.
Yeah.
So that's when I love my job. And I think that's the way that mentally that I've said, that's my job. So that's my duty. So the more I get better, the more I can give you better advice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's a win-win for me. When I've hated my job, well, the politics of work. There's always politics. In everything, there's damn politics. And that's what sucks. It's just that's what kills. And one thing that I've noticed in my many years of doing that is that the politics will always drain people, stress people, wreck people. And that's what will kill an enterprise. If there's too many politics, or it's like, oh, this person did this or that person did that. No, if it's clear cut and people understand where you come from and what you're doing, and everybody doesn't have their ego involved, it's a lot easier to operate. So that's when I've hated my job. It's when the politics get involved. Yeah. But overall, like I said, it's my people personally, the people that I'm in charge of. I try to keep them away from all of that.
Yeah.
And make sure that there isn't any of that impacts them directly. So I enjoy teaching, training, developing, seeing people grow, and what success that brings them and opportunities that brings them. And I dislike the politics. Like that, and a lot of that structuring that happens.
Great answer. That was a great answer.
Good.
Great answer.
I'm glad. Now I'm gonna do you.
All right. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's see what we got going on today, man.
All right. Let's see.
See what kind of question, what kind of curveball you're gonna throw at me. Cause I'm gonna hit a dinger. You throw me a curveball, I'm gonna hit a bomb.
You're gonna hit it out of the park.
I'm gonna hit it out of the park. So hit me with, throw me your best pitch.
Okay. All right. You
Oh
ready for
no,
it?
you got one. Now I'm scared. No.
This is a left-hander 1-2.
Oh, lefty on lefty.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
So you better know how to swing at this one.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, if you were lying on your deathbed, what 3 things would you want to have achieved in your life? And do you do things each week that will get you there?
All right. That's deep. I was on my deathbed and I wanted I had 3
what
things
3
that I
things
achieved.
would you have want to achieve in life?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be real here.
Number
1, world peace.
World peace. Okay.
That's the number 1 for me. I want to go down, dying in that bed, but that they're gonna look at me and say, like, this is the guy who helped make world peace, because I believe it's possible. That's 1.
Okay.
Number 2, can't forget you guys. Come on now, the you experience. But so the you experience got to be just this company that's massive. Just yachts. I'm talking yachts overseas with our logo on it. I'm talking choppers with our logo on it, helipads with everything. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. So the point is, like, I want this to be as big as it possibly can be.
Okay.
So that's my another achievement.
Sounds like Nate's buying lunch.
Achieving this chasing this dream here. And number 3 would be a good father / husband. That's what I would want. 3 achievements right there. Be a good father and a husband. Good husband.
Okay. Those are real good.
And as for 2 of those, what am I doing every week to kind of do that? Well, I'm here. We're here. I'm reading. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to study. I'm going to school. I'm trying to just better myself.
Correct.
So I'm doing that each and every week.
Okay.
As for the other one, I'm in limbo with, because I don't want to be a dad just yet.
You want to find the right one.
I want to find the right person. And then I also want to, like what you said last time was if you become a father, like, you want to be there present. When? Oh, okay. Dang.
It's not a matter of if, it's not a matter if, it's a matter of when.
My bad, player. All right. No, yeah, I want to be present. I want to be again. When I said in that deathbed, what I achieved, I wanted to be I didn't say I want to be a father and a husband. I want to be a great father, a great husband. Cause I want to be family orientated. Family is important to me. Family is everything to me, honestly. But yeah, I want to be present for my kids. I want to be. I just can't. There's a part of me where I just can't wait to be a father. I can't wait.
You're going to train them young to be able to do those PowerPoint presentations that your family does for all the outings, huh?
Yeah.
Architectural modeling. Here's the house. Here's how many bedrooms, square footage.
They're going to have exhibit A, B, and C.
Exactly. They're going to be 3 years old presenting on PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's one thing about my family. When we do plans, we do it.
They take them seriously.
We do it good, serious, big.
Yeah.
And, what is that? What is that word called? There's a word, itinerary.
There's an itinerary for the trip, 15 minutes apart.
I remember when I first showed him, he was like, holy, your family does that? I'm like, yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah. So those three things, yeah, just I think the one that hits the most though is world peace. I was sitting today in class for history, and like I noticed history has always been about dominance. We've been talking about like slavery a lot. And it's always just like taking advantage of people, and two sides can never be happy. I realize that
they can. It's just we focus on the wrong things.
No, yeah. Like you're right. They can be happy. Again, they can. But like throughout history, it's always been what's been talked about has been what they can't when they can't. They can't both be happy. They're both like fighting intertwined. Like there's always some disagreement.
So it's a disagreement,
which is fine.
And it's usually for profit somewhere.
Exactly. But disagreement, I believe disagreement is okay if done respectfully. Sharing your opinion, sharing your voice, and saying, okay, you tell your story, I'll tell my story. And that's it. Like we keep it civil. I think civil is a huge, respectful. It's a respect thing
and honorable, right?
And yeah, exactly. And like, if the world was civil, world peace, easier said than done. Though. But like, that's my goal. That's the mission. That's the dream. Like that. Think about it. How remarkable that would be. I don't know. That's like this gives me that opportunity to do so, which is why like I believe in it so much.
And that's what you have to believe, because sometimes you're given visions, sometimes you're given goals, and you're given attributes, talents that you might not know what they're for, right? But that's because it is your mission, it is your purpose to discover what it's for, right?
Yeah.
Some people are really good at athletics. There's other people that are really great academically, right? There's other people that are really good at conversation. There's other people that are good with people, right? All of those skills, all of those talents are important for some reason. You were given that, right? Some people have the gift of the gab, the witty, right? And I used to, and I've mentioned Andre here before, and he's got it. You know? He's got the silver tongue, and it's something that is just naturally innate to him.
Yeah.
And those are the talents that you just have to develop to a point to where it serves you. And once you discover your purpose, you're going to see that that's all part of it. It all goes together, because what you're capable of is only limited by your own thoughts, by your own belief. That's why you hear it in the good book where it says you need to have faith as small as a mustard seed. Right? Even if it's tiny, but you believe, you'll get there. Right? I mean, if I don't know, let's say when Elon Musk was 10 years old, he told the kids in school, let's say, right? This is all hypothetical. He told the kids, I'm going to be in charge of 5 world-changing companies. You think that the kids were like, oh yeah, for sure.
Probably not.
When I don't know, Jeff Bezos, right, started Amazon, he would have told them, I'm going to have the biggest online retailer in the world, and it's going to make me a very, very rich man. But I'm also going to make a whole lot of people very rich. He has to have believed that himself before anybody else could have believed that.
So how does gratitude come into play with that?
Gratitude comes into play, and there's I'm going to say it. There's a lot of shit storms in life, right? These speed bumps that we talk about. There's a lot of that. in life. There's a lot of emotional baggage and stuff, right? And these things that if you carry it around with you and you lug this stuff around, it weighs you down. It doesn't allow you to get above a certain level. And I talked a little bit about the victim mentality in the last pod, and it's carrying that baggage. That victim mentality is carrying that baggage. Sure, there has been things that happen. There is things that happen in life that carry you down and weigh you down, but that's only to the point where you let them. You have the power to decide and choose if you're going to let that get in your way. Like, for example, Nick Vujicic, something like that. I'm butchering his name, but this gentleman here, he was born with no legs and no arms. Right, so he could have sat there and said, "Well, God cursed me with no legs, no arms, and I got this little foot thing here, and that's all I am." Or he decided to become a speaker to motivate people to get them charged up and engaged. Look him up. That's what he does, and he's very successful at it. Right?
I feel like I've seen him.
Yeah, he's all he has is his torso and nubs at the end, and. But you know what? He took that and made it into an opportunity. I'm sure life wasn't easy for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that he couldn't do that were uncomfortable. But you know what? He went through that because he believed there was more for him.
Dang. So
he didn't play the victim.
Right. So like, you would you say like gratitude towards
everything,
like
right?
life,
Just like, for example,
like
you said it on the last one, right? Your experience that you went through, right? Even though it was a scary experience, even though it was an experience that nobody wants to go through, your parents don't want you to go through that, right?
Yeah.
To the point to where you didn't even tell your dad.
Yeah.
It's experiences that are not the most comfortable, but that experience was to you one that shifted you
Right.
and improved you in a way, right? So you're grateful for that experience. Being grateful is just taking the things that are and seeing what can you possibly learn from them, because you don't fail unless you accept failure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going through a tough time, is start looking for the things that you are grateful for, right? It's like they say, I can't remember exactly how many, but I think if you make over $2 a day, you're already better than several million people on this earth, right? The life that you are maybe complaining about, there's other people that are dreaming that they had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
There's
absolutely.
people in currently there's people in Sudan that are being killed, murdered, and pillaged, and to the point to where you can see that on satellite footage. That's insane. Like, how are we allowing that?
Some
Right?
crazy world out there.
You talk about world peace, and we're it's important that we focus on the things that make us the same instead of the things that make us different.
Yeah.
Right? Because for you and I, let's say the difference is the age, the difference is our background, right? But we also have a lot of similarities, right? You have a beating heart, I have a beating heart. You have two lungs, I have two lungs, right? We all came through the same process of creation.
Yeah.
So why don't we focus on those things instead?
No, yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great point to highlight. Like, focus on the things that we connect on. Like, focus on the things that make us not, because we're not, okay, we're the same, but we're all different, like in a good way, right? Like we're all our own human being. I'm me, you're you.
Correct.
But at the same time, like, we're still human, we're still alive,
Correct.
we still have blood. Like, let's focus on that. Like,
Yes.
that's the beauty of it. That the fact that we are the same, but we're different at the same time. I think that's the beauty. And I hear a lot of like just differences. I mean, look, I open up social media, and the main things that I see are news.
Mm.
And they're not always that. For 90% of the time, it's just negative news.
Mm.
Like, think about what that does up here. Like, you think,
And it's only one time that you open up your social media. Then you go up again and you open it, and 90% of what you're watching is that, right? And that's the thing. That's what does it do up here, right?
Yeah.
Why do we have some of the highest anxiety rates? Why do we have some of the highest depression rates? Why do we have some of the highest suicide rates as well?
yeah,
Right? It's because of that, because of all the things that are happening around us. It kind of just makes us think like the world's just such a terrible place. You got
Yeah.
to remember, when this was given to us, it was given to us as a paradise, the most beautiful thing that had ever been created.
yeah,
Right? If you just read the first 15 minutes of Genesis, you will see, right then and there that this was the most beautiful place in all existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you once you begin to realize those things, you begin to realize that that was the level of attention that was placed on this. You begin to look at things differently. That's what I'm saying. Stay open to different perspectives of of thought.
Yeah.
Right? Is I can completely say, well, whatever you're thinking is I don't mean this about you, right? But is ignorant because you're young. You don't know about life. But what if I took a different approach? What if I took the approach of like, let me see the way that you're looking at life. Maybe there's something in the way that you look at life that might serve me.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's ultimately what it has to come down to. And that's why before the old tribes were set up in like the elders and then everybody kind of coming down from there, as long as it was a level of respect, right? And there should be an open form of thought too, because sometimes just because you're older doesn't mean you think better. Yeah. Sometimes you need new information, new generations, new ideas, right? Because if we just kept everything as how it used to be, then would we have the things we have now? No, there has to be a new idea. There has to be a new thought. There has to be something where somebody sees something different.
And that's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of like creativity.
Creativity does it.
Creativity is
human ingenuity is the most amazing thing.
Yeah,
you know? We've been able to shift the motion of rivers through dams and all that stuff, right? Sure, I mean ultimately nature is still a lot more powerful than we are, right? Because over time, if you don't keep up with that dam's going to open up and the river will flow wherever it goes, right? Storms and earthquakes and all that stuff and lava. Look, if you don't appreciate things, and here's the one thing I want to go to, and I always think about this, is you have so many things to be grateful. So many things to be grateful about. Number one, the fact that the sun hasn't just incinerated all of us, right? That it's just perfectly distanced enough to where it provides nice and warm and it creates crops, brings life, right? That's how you get to eat and all that good stuff, right? The fact that the moon hasn't crashed into us, the fact that all these crazy thousands and thousands of meteors and comets haven't hit us, right? That we're just perfectly placed, that everything's just right.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that this thing hasn't spun out of existence and that's it, right? The fact that all the volcanoes haven't just decided to, you know what, boom. The fact that earthquakes haven't just leveled the whole entire civilization, because that's all possible. The fact that there hasn't been tsunamis that just destroy everything. Right? I think we don't think about those things. We don't think about all the possibilities that can happen.
No, yeah.
And once we do, you begin to think, the fact that you have your parents and you have your family, if you have your siblings, people that you love, if you're surrounded by people that care about you and you care about, like that's stuff to be grateful. The fact that and even then, like, for example, going back to Nick's example here, and he found a way to be grateful for the talents that he was given, right? Even though he might have not been given arms and legs and all that, but he was given talents. He was given a different talent. He was given a different purpose, right? And we're even luckier the fact that we do have legs and arms and feet, and we can do everything we need to do. We're free of thought.
It's no excuse.
Grateful for all of that.
You got to be grateful. How do you remind yourself? Do you remind yourself? Sometimes I feel like I forget.
Oh yeah, it's easy to forget when you're going through stuff. It is, and it's okay. Emotions are there to be felt. They're there to be felt in that moment in time. But once you what happens, I think, in nowadays is we try to drown them out by a lot of this digital noise and a lot of this noise, right? A lot of this distraction. We try to drown them out, and that drowning out is what creates a compacted, more powerful emotion, because as you drown them out, you haven't resolved it. So next one that happens, it just goes on top of that one, and it's still not resolved. And that's when we get to a point to where all just kind of like the whole thing just blows up, and you have those things, and that's where we have a higher rates of anxiety now, right?
And again, like all of that is possible to be fixed. Like, like I'm 100,000,000% certain that like I can do that. I can change it. I can make change in a positive way in anybody. I just want to see everyone happy, man. That's it. I just want to see everyone happy, being creative, flying high, man. Just spread your wings.
And what makes you believe that you can do that?
What makes me believe? That's a great question, but I don't know if I necessarily have the answer for you, but I do know that like I have no other option but to believe that I can do it. Like I can't.
So
I
it's a
don't.
belief in the belief.
Yeah, I don't allow myself to be like, "Ah," but I don't think no. There's always speed. There's always bumps, but like I'm always just going over and around. And if I gotta go under, if I gotta dig under the bump this time, if I gotta go around, if I gotta jump over, if I gotta slide, if whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, I gotta figure out a way how, because I believe it that much. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I got this belief from. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I 1,000,000% believe that I can do it.
And it all starts there. It all starts in belief in yourself. And the only one that can instill the belief in you is you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because God already knows what you are. From the very beginning, He already knows what you are. You've already been given it. You've already been given the talents that you need. Now it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with those.
Yeah.
Are you going to believe that you have been granted that grace? And once you do, then you get into the point where you're at, where you just believe that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't know how,
Don't
but
know.
you know that it's going to happen.
I mean, look at my track history. Look at my track record. You always tell me it always happens to you, Nate. Something somehow, some way you get what you want. You get this, that, you get that. I just believe it that bad. I don't know. I'm very I don't know. I'm just very blessed. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for this life that I have. And so should all of you. All of you should be grateful for breathing. You know, being able to breathe, being able to wake up. You know, I think I want to start. I need to, not think. I need to start implementing. You know, waking up in the morning, just having a room to myself, and just like getting on my knees, just praying and just saying thank you for another day. You know what I mean? Cause even though that small amount of time right there is just like being present in that and just being thankful, because you never know when you're not gonna wake up again.
Yes, you never know. It's every day is a gift, and that's why it's called the present, because it's a gift to you.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're going to get that same present tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So do what you can with it today.
No,
Right?
for real.
Start wherever you are. You know, things are never going to be perfect. You're never going to be. You know, the stars aren't all going to align unless you're Nate. But you know, things aren't always going to align. But just start wherever you are. Just you know, start thinking in that way. Is like, what can I be grateful for?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
You
Make
know?
a list. Write it down.
Just make a list.
Speak it out. Something.
Start in your mind, right? If you don't feel like you want to write it down, well, start at least in your mind. Start thinking, okay, well, I ate yesterday. I was able to shower. I have a place to live. I have people that love me. I have a beating heart. I have breathing lungs. I'm healthy. Right? Just start there. Like it really comes down to that. It could be that simple. The fact that you have clothes on your back, it really starts there. That's where you go. And then you once you start looking at it, and once you really start writing things down, you're like, wow, I have a lot of things that I never thought about.
Yeah, absolutely. You go. Yeah. No. I think that's a great exercise, a great thing to think about, because again, we're human, and even I forget what I'm grateful, like all the gifts that I have, and sometimes I catch myself like wishing, complaining, but then like moments like this where I get to sit back and look and just like, bro, I'm blessed, man. I'm grateful for a lot, dude. I got a family, a lovely family. And that goes to both sides, my dad's side and my mom's side. I got a grateful family, a beautiful family. I don't have a lot of friends necessarily, but I consider the ones that I do have friends, they're family. So like I just have a big family. You know, I'm able to have a job. Grateful for a job, even though I don't want to work all the time. I'm grateful for a job because it gets me paid. It gets me. So then from there, I'm grateful that I can go eat whenever I want to eat. I can go do things whenever I want. It's the little things, you know, like I get a check, and with that check, I save some and I keep some for me. And I'm grateful that I can even do that. You know, not all I'm not working just to support a family or, you know, or pay, you know. That's why I don't want to be a dad just yet, because I can't, I'm not in a position to be a good father yet. And I'm freaking young, dude. I'm 23. Like I got time. I think right. I think I want to be a father by like 27, 28. Is that good? Is that a good age?
I mean, the age is wherever you feel you're good.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
In
success.
that case, catch me in 9 months.
Well, then that means you got to get the process started yesterday.
Yeah, for real, bro.
It's like success, right? My definition of success could be very different to yours.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It could be different to every other person that's viewing us today. Right?
Mhm.
It's very different for everybody,
Yeah.
and you just have to define what it is for you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be the next Elon Musk. You don't have to be the next Jeff Bezos. You don't have to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. You don't have to be the next, whatever big thing you want to be. Your goal can be the best father that has ever existed on the planet Earth, right? And that is what makes you successful once you achieve that.
Or mother.
Or mother,
Or husband.
mother,
Or
wife, any of that,
Whatever
Friend,
it is.
brother,
Yeah, anything. Sister.
mother, all that stuff, sister.
It's just be, and again, I always go back to that. Seek to be the best at what you do, whatever it is.
whatever it is.
And it holds truth to everything because you seek to be great. And when you seek to be great, you're going to find challenges, sure, but you're going to be able to overcome those and be like, you know what? Look what I'm able to do. Look what you're capable of. Look at what I'm capable of doing as a human. Where I thought my bar was here, but actually it's here. But then wait, it's up here. But you just keep going up and you keep growing as a human being. And you just gotta have even be grateful for the challenges. Be grateful for the
100%.
setbacks. Be grateful for all that. Be grateful. Grateful is.
And it's hard to be grateful in that moment in time when,
absolutely.
when you're going through it.
Mm-hmm. It's hard, but just remind yourself that's part of life. That's why I tell myself this. This is the thing that helps me. Look, Nate, it's part of life. What you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? You gonna do something about it?
Push through it. It's like when you were a kid, right? So when you started walking, if you started walking and you bumped yourself and then you fell and then you just kind of stopped, would you be able to walk today?
Nah.
Would your parents say, no, he's already gotten hurt enough. No, let him crawl through life.
Yeah.
No, it's like you fall, you scrape yourself, you get back up. You fall, you scrape yourself, you get back up to the point to where you figure where it's out. You know, it's the same thing with people, right? It's sometimes there's been people that I've approached that maybe aren't too sensitive to me or don't like me.
Yeah.
Right. And that's okay. It's just that means that there was something about me in our interaction that wasn't to their liking, and that's okay. You know, ultimately, I know who I am, where I stand.
That's it.
And
Knowing who you are.
And maybe in the future, maybe they'll come around. Right? Maybe they'll say, hey, maybe he wasn't so bad.
Come around. You know that song? I
No.
come around. Get up. Come around. I forget about who's round and round. I think it's that one. I get around. I think it's I Get Around by Tupac. Yeah. I Get Around. Is it by Tupac?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's got to be Get Around.
You're like a little Shazam sometimes. You know, you put on a beat, you can sing the lyrics.
Get it round and round, round and.
See, like even that Shazam was such a great idea by somebody.
Yeah.
You know, how do you take sounds? How do you tell a computer to listen to certain sounds, listen for certain things, and then boom, pop up the song that it is?
Yeah.
When there's so many tunes that are similar in making, or so many things that are kind of difficult to tell, but yet you create this tool that is able to do that.
Yeah.
Mathematically, that's amazing.
It's amazing. And you know what else is amazing? You know what I'm grateful for?
What are you grateful for?
That time is up because that whole Shazam spiel, I didn't want to hear it. Time is up. Look at how fast time goes by.
And going by that, going back to the whole thing is gratefulness. See, now you got that stuck in my head.
You got to Shazam it. That's what.
Of course. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Insidious.
Yep. But yeah, man. Look, I think we should end it off like this. One thing that I'm grateful for. You should say one thing that you're grateful for.
Okay.
I'm grateful for being here today. I'm grateful for being here today. And all the things that happened in my life that led me to this seat right here. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being here today, alive, well, able to, have clothes on. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I think the most thing I'm grateful for is just being present here right now. I'm grateful for this moment right here.
Mm.
That's me. I'm sending you off with that one.
Okay. For me, I'm grateful for just being in existence,
Oh,
right? Because that gives me the opportunity for everything else.
yeah.
I think that's really what I'm grateful for.
So look, check me out. What are you guys grateful for? What are you grateful for? I want to. Don't even you don't got to respond nothing. Just take this in. Just tell yourself out loud.
I just sit there now.
Sit there as you're hearing this. Say, you know what? I'm grateful for blank. Grateful for this. Just say it. Speak it out loud. And then if another one comes to mind, say it too. Say it too. And then you're going to, again, like you said, you're going to have a list of what you're grateful for. And you're going to realize you are a very blessed person. All of us are, no matter what the scenario is. So keep that grateful mindset up. You know, you got to have that mindset. You got to have that mentality of being grateful, right? You got to be like, you know what? I am grateful. Because you can decide to not be grateful. So decide to be grateful. Decide to be a grateful person. And share that. You know, share that with your close ones and tell them how grateful you are for them. You know, some people also need to hear that they're great. That they're grateful. Like, what's the word? How am I trying to say this? Like, sometimes they need to hear that I'm grateful for you. So what's that? How would I say that?
No, I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, like sometimes people need to hear that they're appreciated, and you know.
Sometimes, yeah, and then sometimes it's the people that you least expect.
Yeah,
right? Your parents. Sometimes, you know, hey, yeah, of course. You guys have all had situations with your parents. You've all had, you know, moments that weren't always 100%. But you know, hey, if you appreciate your parents, let them know that.
Yeah,
you know, they're doing the best they can with what they have. There is no parent school. You don't go to academia for learning how to be a parent. So everybody's just guesstimating and hoping that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, go to them. Yeah. Go to your uncles. Go to
anybody.
Anybody
you're grateful for.
Who you're happy to have around. Yeah. That you're happy to know that you're grateful for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're grateful for any even podcasters. Like, I mean, think about it. I hear so many people say, "Hey, you know, the thing that I like to hear the most is when somebody tells me that I've changed their life."
Yeah,
right? That you've improved their life. Let them know. Shoot them a comment. You know, a lot of people on the web, they get a lot of hate.
Spread love on.
They get a lot of hate, so give them some love. You know, that's what we do. We got to do before we can actually see love in this world, in this society. We got to be that love. You know, so do your part. Do your part on how you do that. And the best place to start is with you and being grateful.
I just told him to tell me one thing you're grateful for, and this guy spit out fire after fire after fire.
Yeah, well, you can't contain me to a few minutes. There's a lot more where that came from. But, you know, given to the fact that we want to give you time to do everything else you got to do, and we know it's a busy world, so
you know it ain't no mic drop, but it's a spin drop or mic spin. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, we'll see you then. Be good, everybody.